We all have 24 hours. All right, what makes some of us average, makes some of us good, some of us great, is not the family you was born into, right? It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with your socioeconomic status. It has everything to do with how you command your life. So if you have a bad day, which is no such thing of, it doesn't exist, you had a bad moment and you were so immature that you let that moment dictate the rest of your day. And many of you are not where you're supposed to be, not because you're not gifted. You have absolutely no discipline. You're undisciplined. You do things that you can't afford. For real, you do stuff you can't afford. And then you don't understand that this society is built rich off of people who like pleasure before payment. They making money off of you. I'm talking about those of you who are complaining about your job. You ain't got no money and you sitting here complaining about, but then you watching all the TV programs. You sitting there in a house that you can't even afford. You in your mama's basement. I'm just saying, for real, some of you broke and you still entertained. I love it. I love it. The have-nots, you think because you put in 50 hours, even though it was at 70%, you think that's the same thing as execution. It's not. When you are grown, but you're still a child, and you brag about how you're an adult. You're only an adult because of your age. You're not an adult because you command your life. You're an adult because of your age, and that's not what makes adulthood. You're not an adult because you are 18 years old, you're 25, 26. If you still kept catching temper tantrums, you still getting attitude, that means you're not an adult in that area. That means that particular area controls you, right? You almost got into a car accident over with. Car accident been over with 10 hours ago, you still pissed about it. Or you done got into it with your friend. That happened 2 days ago and y'all still not talking. That's immaturity, right? And let me tell you something. You don't know how many days you have. Like, I'm just gonna keep it 100. You don't know how many days you have left. You don't want to be wasting days. Like, you're not God. Like, you don't create. You can't wake yourself up. You don't know how many days you have left. You can't be playing with the days you have on foolishness. So you have to learn how to control yourself. You gotta show up. You gotta show up. And some of you can show up when you're at home. When you go on the road, you struggle, meaning that when things are going the way you want, you cool, but when it rains, you gotta grow up. Your body does not control you. I'm just being real talk. I heard somebody tell me they're not a morning person. What kind of foolishness is that? You're not a what? What does that mean exactly? You're not a morning person. What, you a child? What does that mean you're not a morning person? If I got to get up early in the morning to get the money, I'm a morning person. If I got to go play somebody in their hometown and they got home court advantage, I'm about to come bring the heat. Like, listen to me, like, you got to stop playing. So most of you, what happens is when everything is favorable, you a beast. Make sure you understand what I'm saying. When everything is favorable, meaning like whatever conditions you like, when those conditions are right, you a beast. But when the conditions ain't right, you get smacked in the face. You got to grow up. You got to be a morning person, afternoon person, night person. You got to be at home person, on the road person. You got to be when you feel good person, when you sick person, when you tired person. I took it offensive. My man looked at me, you tired. I'm like, bro, have you lost your mind? I'm about to kill it. Yo, for real, I keep it optimistic, not because I'm stupid. Like, people be coming up to me like, E, you stupid. I'm not stupid. I can be negative just like you negative. I can talk down just like you talk. I'm not stupid. It ain't like I don't see what's going on in the world. It's not like I couldn't be a pessimist. I see crazy stuff happening just like you see it. I'm not stupid. I see what's going on, but I don't want to focus on that, because if I put my energy into something negative, automatically my body's going to respond and I'm going to start doing negative stuff. I know how to talk negative just like you know how to talk negative, but it don't work. It don't help nobody. That's the way the body is designed. You talk negative and your body does negative. You talk negative, you get diseases. You talk negative, mentally certain things happen. I'm not stupid. I know how to talk negative. I was homeless too. My father wasn't in my life too. I've been in struggles too. But I've come to realize that when you think optimistically and you speak positively, you can speak those things which are not as though they were. You can say certain things out your mouth and make it happen. So it's no secret. You are where you are because you focus on stuff you ain't got no business focusing on. You gotta show up. You gotta show up.